Hello everyone, welcome to the Bushcraft Bullshit series, the series where I take a look at videos that I think need some looking into. There's shady survival and bushcraft culture going on, and I want to try to sort out what I think is bushcraft and survival and what I think is just plain click hunting and pretty silly. Today we're going to take a look at some videos that we are going to try to make some of that bushcraft and survival they do in those videos. So if we scroll through one of these videos that contain a lot of bushcraft skills, bushcraft survival, you can see it's a bunch of the same stuff. It's pretty colors, it's brands, it's just very not bushcraft. It is just that. It is pretty colors and it is what is trending right now. And we're gonna get into that culture when we try a bit. But from this same page I just gave a scroll, let's pick out one. This is a popular one. If you don't have a cup, take an orange and brew a cup of tea in that orange. So he cuts the top off, scoops it out. He's probably thrown it away, putting a tea bag in it, and he brought a thermos with him. A lot of the comments on this kind describes it as a survival hack and hashtags bushcraft camping survival skills. But it's not. And someone in the comments said, oh, so you have a spoon, you have boiled water and a thermos from home. Yeah, that's very survival. That's a nitpick in my opinion, but let's try this hack and let's evaluate it. See if it has anything good going about it or if it's just pure bullshit. Let's go. So we're gonna need something to boil our water in. I brought this canteen stove set from Pathfinder, a spoon to eat and scoop out the orange, an orange to use as a cup and container, and a tea bag. I prefer Earl Grey. So let's do that. Let's get this water boiling. Nothing fancy here, I just brought a couple of fire starters from home I'm gonna use as my fuel source. You know, some of those biodegradable things you use to light your, not a campfire at home, that would be a bit dangerous. Light your, what's it called? The thing you have in the living room. The fireplace, yeah. So if you just fluff some of those up, they will just take a spark very quickly. And in the meantime, let's prepare the orange. Now these trash crafters are always pouring out this stuff. And it wouldn't surprise me that he just discarded that perfectly fine orange. Well, let's do it like he did it. Scooping it out with a spoon. Almost all scooped out. It was actually a bit more annoying than I thought. But I like my Earl Grey with a bit of pulp, so this is just perfect. Water is almost ready, so let's get going. Now I kind of want to give the flavor a fair shake, so we're gonna let this steep a bit more while it's steeping a bit. So do I think this is bullshit? No, absolutely not. Using an orange as a cup and maybe adding some flavor from the orange to the tea, that's definitely not bullshit. It's actually a very fun, camping hack. It's not bushcraft, it's not survival, but it's a fun thing to do. It encourages children and adults to be creative and think out of the box. So the orange hack in itself, definitely not bullshit. It becomes bullshit when everything is just extracted out of it and used for likes and clicks and just because it's trending. There is value in learning these kinds of things and thinking creatively, but it's pretty clear when you search on a page like that that it is not for creative purposes or encouraging creative thinking. It's just for likes and clicks. Now, I'm careful about, saying what other people's motivations are for something, but to me it seems it has a purpose that is not built for furthering skill or interest. A page like that just looks like it's copying the most trendy and colorful things to get engagement. And that is when a simple creative thing like this becomes bullshit. A lot of its value is silenced and it's just boiled down to quick editing, colors, and ASMR sounds. And that's when it becomes bullshit. That was a long rant. So let's see if this has any merit at all. Smell is a bit of Earl Grey, a lot of orange. Now I like a good strong Earl Grey. I like some of the bitterness, but together with the orange, it's just like drinking an orange peel. Creatively, yeah, sure, you can use it as a cup. It's quite sturdy and it keeps the temperature pretty well actually, but taste, it's like chewing on an orange peel actually. It hasn't made the Earl Grey better, and it hasn't added to anything good. 3 out of 10. Nothing wrong with encouraging creative thinking, but in the context of it, when it's just exploiting trends, that's when it becomes bullshit. Watered down content without thought behind it. Okay, let's clean up. On to the next one. Apparently anything can be done in a survival situation as long as you have a can. Let's see the next one. The description says a candle flashlight for extreme conditions. And let's make this candle out of this can. And let's test these extreme conditions, shall we? So it's a pretty straightforward hack. We have a safety candle, we have a disposable knife, and we have a can that we are gonna make into apparently a survival candle for extreme conditions. In my opinion, she made it a bit wide, so there's not so much cover. So I'm gonna make the opening a bit more narrow, so the wings that spread open will cover the candle a little bit more than hers did. Okay, not much to it. A little opening. As soon as I do some of these crafting things I see, I always think about that episode of Scrubs where he gets a medical anomaly in, and he you know, the Dr. John Dorian, Zach Braff, just kind of shows it and says, and as you can see, the ass is in the front. I think about that all the time. Any Scrubs fans out there, let me know. This is it. This is our extreme survival bushcraft flashlight. And let's just get this going, shall we? And for this purpose, I brought a lighter. And then we're gonna test the extreme conditions that this candle can withstand. Bank line. So there is a bit of bushcraft in this video. Let's light this sucker up. Well, let's see the extreme conditions. Now there is a light breeze today, very, very light. And it kind of flickers the flame a bit, but let's hang this on a tree as they usually do. And let's test it a bit. So the flame didn't survive the hanging in the tree procedure, so we're just gonna do that again. Okay, I know this is gonna fucking suck, but let's do it anyways. Okay, extreme conditions. Let's give it a knock around, see what happens. Okay, it's windy outside, it's gonna blow a bit. Let's just give it a try. Dramatic moment of truth. What do you know? Jesus. What do you know? It truly is extreme. Give it a bit more force. That was a close one. Yeah. Okay, let's give it a bit of a blowy. Now that wasn't very extreme, but it almost died. Okay, now it died. It's just a fucking pointless test, isn't it? It's not for extreme conditions, but why do they say that? Well, extreme, survival, bushcraft, skill. Keywords that keep all this shit going. But this is definitely not extreme. I bet you've seen this hack at least 10 times. So, same rules apply. It's just copy paste, not bushcraft, not survival, not extreme, no nothing. But the real question is it fun to make? No, it's not. Because it doesn't really have any, real use. It's at best a fun project you can do with the kids on a completely windless summer night. And that's fine, but it's not extreme. It's none of those things they claim it to be. And it's gone. I knew it was gonna be shit, but we gotta do it anyways. I got a comment the other day that said, why don't you just let people enjoy themselves? And I answered back with another question. Do you really think they are out enjoying themselves? You should be careful, you know, trying to decipher other people's motivations, but when you see 30, 40 pages like we just scrolled through in the beginning, and the amount of attention they get, and the quality of the crap they do, I really don't think they do it because they enjoy themselves. They're just copying what the most trending pages are doing. I think there are ways to do these things and still put your own spin on it, and not just feed into the bushcraft bullshit copy culture that is very prevalent still. I still think this is a bunch of crap, and I don't think they do it because they are enjoying themselves. I think they're taking the easy way out creatively and just copying bigger pages. That's why it's bullshit. I think that's about it for me. We tried some stuff, we laughed, we cried. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna make a proper cup of tea now, and bye bye.